Good evening to you all. Welcome to my live broadcast number 143 and broadcasting live out of Auckland, New Zealand. My name is Ki Pio and I'm addressing the Billion Coin community. We're going to go into, well, it's a new post blog for me, and it's about the cash centers. So I'll just share the screen, and I haven't actually seen it yet, so we'll go through it together. Alright, here we go. Contact Ericsson, our cash center specialist, to advance your cash center quickly. For a lot of the oldies that would know Ericsson, he's been on the send button meetings midway through last year, 2018, and that's the last I heard of him. So we'll just scroll down and see what he's got to say. Okay. Some of you may be asking, what good can I be as a cash center? All I have is $10 in Bitcoin. Your location is the short answer. Think about how many people live within an hour drive from your location. Our members are sending out invitations to join us from all over the world because we connect through the global internet and social media. Chances are very good at some point within the near future, one of our TBC members will sign up someone that is driving distance from you. If you have not set up a cash center before that happens, then there is a possibility that the seller of TBC would lose the sale because people don't always have a common way to send money over country borders. Your location is the key. Ericsson, our cash center specialist, will connect you ASAP to a Bitcoin supplier near you. That way, when the need arises, you can collect the cash from the buyer and the supplier can send the seller the Bitcoin, and you can forward the cash minus your commission to the supplier. Everyone wins. Okay. Maybe the seller wouldn't lose the sale if you didn't open a cash center, but instead the sale took away more effort on the part of the seller and caused a serious delay in completing a transaction. You stepping up to be a cash center speed up all kinds of sales happening near you. Over time, this need will grow bigger and bigger, even more than it is today. We all want the growth of the TBC community to speed up right now. The sooner we get the billion members, the sooner all of the value in our TBC wallets becomes unlocked and TBC within it becomes 100% spendable everywhere. The sooner we get to that point, the better. So, even if you have as $10 in Bitcoin, that's good enough to start a cash center. Contact Ericsson and have him help connect you to a local supplier near you. You can send a friend request to facebook.com/Ericsson.biz8. If you have $500 of Bitcoin or more, you would be considered a supplier. Ericsson will assist you in finding all the small cash centers within your reach, and you can set up agreements with each of them. The bigger your network is, the more coin you will move. Guaranteed 10% profit is great, right? More details on cash centers. We'll go and open up this blog. Okay, here we are. Oh, you just followed the arrows. The seller, the buyer, cash center. Who sent the cash center sends it to you, and around has the Bitcoin, Litecoin, and so on. And it's all gone in a circle. Okay, today will go down in TBC history as one of the greatest days ever. 99.9% of the world population have not yet entered the cryptocurrency space, and TBC will lead the way in changing that. TBC by itself is a learning curve for its new members, and as time goes on, most of our new members will enter the world of cryptocurrency, with TBC being their first experience. It has been complicated to bring in new members that have zero experience with cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin, because each cryptocurrency has its own learning curve pass through. Admin only accepts BTC, which is Bitcoin, LTC, which is Litecoin, and ETH, which is Ethereum, for payment of the $10 fee. Up until now, new members needed to pass through a couple of learning curves in the cryptocurrency space in order to get started with TBC. Today, TBC launches cash centers around the world so that the new members will not have to figure out how to get another cryptocurrency in order to participate in TBC. They can just go to a local cash center, make payments in cash, and the cash centers will have the needed cryptocurrency and the know-how to complete global payments. The cash centers will not be brick and mortar businesses. They are individuals that operate on a peer-to-peer basis in the cryptocurrency world. All transactions will be private, and these cash centers are not acting as public exchanges. TBC is a private member-only group, and we have our own private money called TBC. Our objective is to sign up 1 billion members over the next year or two. These cash centers do not offer their services free of charge. There is a 20% fee to use these cash centers, which the buyers holding cash will pay. This will save the buyers both time and possibly money, because it can take a bit of time to go through the learning curve on how to buy BTC, LTC, or ETH, which are all volatile market-based cryptocurrencies, and sudden drops in the price are common. It will just be easier for a newbie to go to a cash center and pay in cash to participate within our TBC community. 20% is very reasonable under these circumstances. If a buyer just wants to pay the $10 admin fee they will need $12 US cash in hand in order to use a cash center. Better yet, if the buyer wants to also complete a purchase of $100 from a TB seller long distance from the buyer location, on top of paying the $10 admin fee, the buyer will need 132 USD dollars cash in hand to complete the transactions. Now, 20% of $100 is $20, and 20% of $10 is $2. Added to the $10 and $100 in transactions equals $132. The math is straightforward. The buyer is assured that the $110 in transactions is paid in full, regardless of the movement in the price of these market-based currencies being used. 20% should be more than enough to cover the fluctuations in price of these market-based coins so that the cash center is profitable. Everyone wins. Everybody wins. Important note. Payment to admin must take place within 15 minutes of selecting a coin payment option, and this should be done during the meetup with the cash center and not before. After 15 minutes, the coin value has changed too much to accept the amount showing in the KCBO, so always initiate the process to pay when coins can be delivered online within that 15-minute window. As a member of TBC, if you own at least $10 in any of the aforementioned coins, then we would strongly encourage you to register to have your own cash center and enjoy the profits coming out of it. All things start small and then grow. We want to establish a very large global network of cash centers as fast as we can as a community. The more cash centers, the better. Between the third send button meetings we now hold weekly, we have about 10,000 viewers per week. If all of these viewers open up a cash center, then we'd have a strong global network of cash centers globally right off the bat. That's what I'm hoping will happen. So for goodness sake, don't hesitate to open up a cash center. Our members are recruiting globally, and any one of them could be trying to recruit one of your neighbors. If you open a cash center, you might be the best choice to complete the needed transactions for a 20% profit in cash. You win. Fast forward in time and see the vision here. Imagine no matter where a new member may live, there is a cash center just a few miles away from them. To register to become a cash center, your send button on your TBC wallet must be turned on, which means you have paid the $10 fee to admin and are in good standing within the TBC community. Go to the send button area of your KCBO at the bottom of the menu and click send button. Then select cash center registration and fill out the form. So there you go. Carefully fill out the form with accurate information, especially the physical address part. Excuse me. We are using a Google Maps API. When you fill in the address, it will pop up some unknown addresses, and you need to select the correct one in order for the map to work properly. Like it says on the form, don't use your home address. That is not safe. Use an address of a coffee shop or some other safe public place to meet near you. The address field will automatically fill in when you do this the right way. Use the find address to engage the Google Map software that will fill in the address for you. So there's your registration form. Okay. And I don't know if you can see this because it's pretty small. Anyway, and then just submit. There is a small box to check before you click the send button, a submit button. Integrity is a must in order to run a cash center. Sellers need to have confidence that the cash centers will not steal their clients from them. We all recruit globally, and cash centers can make this a lot easier for all of us as long as we can count on honesty and integrity within our TBC community. So even if the buyer suggests that they'd rather do business with you directly as a cash center and cut out the seller, you must say no. Otherwise, the seller can easily report your abuse and your send button will be turned off and we will close your cash center. Stupid is as stupid does. Sellers, if this abuse happens to you, click on the help desk in the KCBO, open up a abuse ticket and report in detail with screenshots of chat sessions and such to support. We will then reach out to the cash center and get their side of the story as well as the buyer. Justice will be served. So there's your help desk ticket. Most people are familiar with these. And there's your summary. Abuse. We had many cash center registrations before we added the Google Map API. And we need all of those members that have already registered the cash center to edit their physical address in order to resolve the map. Just click the link that leads back to the form and fix it. You can check on any cash center in our system by clicking on your account in the KCBO and select Make Payment with Cash at a cash center. Check on yours and make sure the map works properly. Here is an example of how it should look. The map allows you to zoom and go to satellite version to see this. So everybody should be familiar with these too, Google Maps. And right there where that pin is, that must be where they met on the side of the road. Oh no, here we go, it's over here. Okay, and here's the name, email address, phone, Facebook address, and additional information down here, which is Pete's Coffee. This is just a mock-up by Randy Wilson. Okay. Email, phone, YouTube he's used, and so on. Facebook.com, all of that sort. If you own large amounts of BTC, LTC, or ETH, you are in a strong position to profit from building a network within our cash center network, and that is encouraged. It will be a network within a network, and admin has done the hard part for you. Start with your country and contact all of the registered cash centers and offer to supply them coins to complete transactions. Remember, we are only asking members to have $10 of any coin to open the cash center because we want to build up the network as fast as possible. So one by one, contact the cash center, starting with your own country, and see if there is a way for them to forward money to you, like with PayPal or mutual bank you both use. If they can easily send you money, then you can be their cryptocurrency supplier. You should get half of the 20% the cash center collects from the buyers as the fee. That's a 10% profit for both of you. Have an agreement with them in writing to be safe. Once a buyer contacts one of your cash centers in your network and the cash center needs access to your coins, immediately work out the arrangements of how you will get reimbursed for your coins and the 10% fee that belongs to you. Before the buyer meets with the cash center, then follow that plan exactly. If a cash center is forever dishonest and doesn't follow the plan laid out in their chat or email, then report them as abuse as described above in this article. Don't take stupid risks. Start small with each cash center and build up the trust. Most transactions should be for $110. Okay? And if it is much larger than that, take the necessary precautions to make sure your money is safe, like getting paid up front before you send the coins. Okay. If you own large amounts of coins, you should open an account with a major exchanger like Bitstamp, which allows you to quickly move coins into USD or euros to protect yourself from falling prices in these market-based coins. Most of us that have large amount of coins have already figured that out, but these small cash centers don't own enough coins to be concerned about that. A small cash center should be happy with the 10% they get just for being a location close to the buyer because they don't have enough coins to cover the buyer's needs. Suppliers like you are an important part of this plan. Spread cash centers quickly all around the world. Just be smart. Abundance for all is a great idea, but as you can see, honesty and integrity are necessary in order to transform the whole world into one where we can enjoy this idea. Ooh. Okay, I just go back here and we'll just click onto this one. And that's young Ericsson there in the picture on the top of your screen on the left. So he will have the global network. If you're looking for cash centers wherever in the world, young Ericsson over here will have that. And this is how he works with PayPal. I don't know what all that means, hospitals and all that. But yeah, if we just click onto that link that I did, then you'll be able to follow all of this. Friend request sent, and so on. There you go. So, all I'm going to do now is come back live and stop sharing. Now, as far as I know, we have something like 4 care centres in New Zealand. I know my wife Bex is one in Auckland, in Manurewa. There is also one in Wanganui, but I don't know the name of that person or the address. There's one in Christchurch, that will be Darren Hayward, and should be one way down south in Invercargill. But all of them should be registered, and they will have a physical address or a contact site. So if need be, just contact those 4, and they're in the New Zealand index. That was quite an odd one, that care centres coming up, because it must be in need around other parts of the world, because the Kiwis seem to be getting on well. They either have their own Bitcoin wallets or Litecoin wallets or Ethereum to get through. And even the ones in Australia, I'm not even sure how many there are over there. However, it's got to be a good thing, because we knew how hard it was to get into TBC, and luckily we were involved with Bitcoin way back, and but we could use MasterCard to get into TBC, and then all of that was squashed, and we fell back onto Bitcoin, and it's been like that ever since. TBC doesn't accept cash, obviously, and those are the 3 major coins that they will accept. So you see there, that's where the need for a cash centre is needed. But there's also a lot of people out there, doesn't matter what country you're in, who have Bitcoin wallets. But there's also not that many either. Anyway, I think that's it for me for tonight. We don't really have that much on the blog to talk about other than cash centres. Oops, sorry. What happened there? Went out. I lost my link somehow. Okay, we'll try again. I'd like to thank Sister Carol, like always. She's always here every day. And Sister Violet. And Brother Ken. And my wife, the moderator, Bex. And there's one also watching but hasn't signed in. That's not a problem. Thank you for watching my live broadcast. And I hope the information that I gave out was of use to you. I don't know if anybody ever goes in to watch Darren's broadcast today. Was it? No, Stephen Cuffey. I watched a bit of it today, and it was very interesting. It was around 10 a.m. New Zealand time, and I think a new customer got on there and racked them up, and I never seen Stephen Cuppy so out of it. First time I seen him, because he had to answer a question that a client had put in the chat room, and yeah, sparks. If only sparks could be seen coming out of his teeth. Oh my gosh! Never mind. That might be one of the new video posts for tomorrow. So I might get up early and have a look, see if it's on the video tomorrow. Stephen Cuppy always got videos up there, puts them on the blog. Yeah, oh, yeah. And when you're broadcasting, you've got to be able to answer the questions that people are asking, because that's why they're there. That's why they're there. They want questions answered. And if you can't answer, then, you know, you won't answer them straight away. You say, well, we'll get back to you. Just leave me an email address or contact address, and then the broadcaster will go and search for the answers. But yeah, it got a bit fiery, that one this morning. Never mind, that happens. And I'd like to thank you for watching my live broadcast. And same time tomorrow, 9 p.m. And I can't give you, I'm not sure which date the send button meetings are on. You know? You know when the send button meetings are on? Well, if it's not tomorrow, then it's got to be Wednesday, because they're all meant to be on the one day now. But whichever day it is, it's supposed to be 4 o'clock in the morning, but we'll wait and see. Anyway, good night to you all. Thank you so much.